If you're thinking about booking an interior room on the Carnival Radiance, this video is for you. Welcome to the channel. My name is Joel, and this is Adventures on the Go. We have been sailing on Carnival Cruise Lines almost exclusively and have been documenting all of our cruises, capturing the different spaces that they have for the purpose of showing it to you guys so you can plan even better for your next family vacation cruise. So if you find anything that you see here helpful, please like and subscribe and share this channel or individual videos with people you think this can help. Interior cabins are oftentimes the most affordable way to book a cruise on Carnival Cruise Line, but it doesn't always have to mean that it's cramped or uncomfortable. On our sailing, we stayed in room 5349, and it turned out to be a bit of a hidden gem. Rebecca actually found out that on deck 5 of the Carnival Radiance, there are just a few actual staterooms, because everything else on deck 5 is meant for public use. All the different activities, from the alchemy bar to the piano bar to just everything continuing down that way. On the other side, towards the aft of the ship, there are actually a few staterooms. And the interior cabins in that section, about 20 of them, have a very unique layout that makes them feel a lot bigger than a typical interior room. Because of the modified layout, the room doesn't feel like boxed in like some interior rooms can. You still get that classic interior cabin coziness, but with better flow and more usable space, especially around the bed and the walking areas. Let me show you. Let me talk about the bed. It was your typical Carnival cruise bed. Comfortable, supportive, and perfect after long sea days. There was enough clearance around the bed to move comfortably without constantly bumping into furniture, which was great. And it's not always the case in interior rooms. At night, the cabin was actually pretty dark, which is great for sleeping. And it's the #1 perk of having an interior room. Let's talk about storage and closet space. Storage is where the room really shines here. You will find a full-size closet with plenty of hanging space, shelving for folded clothes, storage under the bed for suitcases, and drawers and counter space for everyday items. For a multi-day cruise, there was more than enough space for us to unpack and have everything stored neatly rather than just living out of a suitcase. Some people think that that's what you have to do in an interior room because it just means smaller space, less space. Not the case in this particular room on the Radiance. Now let's talk about the bathroom. The bathroom was standard Carnival. Stand-up shower with a good water pressure, decent counter space for toiletries, plenty of towels and storage. It's compact, but efficient, and exactly what you expect. It gets the job done. Now let's talk about noise, motion, and comfort. This was perhaps one of the most surprising things for me. I mentioned earlier that we were on deck 5, and right outside our room around the corner was the alchemy bar, and a walkway from the elevators and the stairways that had tons of people just moving across all the time. You would think that this would be a massive disturbance. I'm here to tell you, when we closed that cabin door, we could hear absolutely nothing. And we were pretty darn close to all of those activities, and it was very, very quiet. It was quiet during the daytime. It was quiet definitely at nighttime. So if noise is an issue that you think might be bothering you staying in a room like that, I'm here to tell you it was not. Another amazing thing about an interior room when you think about just the mechanics of it is that because it's enclosed and inside the actual ship area, you don't have any of the outside elements really beating on that room like you would an ocean view or for sure a balcony view room where you've got the sun shining on it and you've got to close the curtains to kind of keep things cool. In the interior room, whatever temperature you set it at inside on your thermostat, that's exactly where that room stays. It is very comfortable throughout your entire sailing, no matter what the weather's doing outside. So that's something to think about. It's something I actually didn't think about until I got there and realized, man, this is really nice. The consistency of that temperature never changed, unless of course we changed it. You can tell when you leave the room for a few hours and then you come back and you're like, ooh, it's kind of warm in here because the day's hot. Let me crank the air, right? No, not the case with the interior room. That temperature stayed really nice and really comfortable. Something to consider. Let's talk about why room 5349 is actually a bit different. What sets this room apart is that slightly altered layout that Carnival did. It's shared by only a small number of interior cabins on the ship. That extra breathing room makes a noticeable difference. especially if you're cruising with a partner, you spend a good amount of time in your cabin, you want an interior room that doesn't feel tight. If you can snag one of these layouts on the Radiance, it's really worth it. Okay, let's talk about who should book an interior room on this ship, the Carnival Radiance. An interior room, especially one like 5349, is perfect if you plan to spend most of your time around the ship, if you want to save money for excursions or specialty dining, if you sleep better in total darkness, and if you want great value without sacrificing comfort. If you check off any of those things on that list, an interior room may be a great fit for you. Here are my final thoughts. Interior rooms in Carnival Radiance offer excellent value, and room 5349 proves that not all interior cabins are created equal. With smart storage, solid comfort, and a layout that feels larger than expected, this cabin exceeded our expectations. If you're flexible and can book one of these unique interior cabins, you may just get one of the best value rooms on the ship. Alright guys, that's it for this quick review of an interior room on the Carnival Radiance. If you've got any questions, you have any comments about your experience in an interior room on this ship or any of Carnival's ships, let us know in the comments below. We love to keep the conversation going. Please like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss future videos. And check out the full ship tour of the Carnival Radiance in the link in the description below. Until next time, happy sailing.